This is a Storm Track 12 severe weather alert.
With all the dry conditions we've had here across North Carolina, we could use the rainfall. We just don't want the severe weather to go along with it. And notice here over the last, say 6 to 8 hours, we've seen anywhere between a couple tenths of an inch to not even 1/100th of an inch in some locations across the area. Take a look, though. This system has had a history of severe weather across the northern plains, Great Lakes, where they saw ice, snow, sleet, freezing rain. Also, a couple tornadoes embedded within the southern line of this system. And this is energy on the south side. That's what we're going to be tracking coming our way as we do head on in through the afternoon hours today. So we are in that level 2, that slight risk of severe storms. Yesterday we had been upgraded to level 3. Now it looks like the majority of that is going to stay west of I-95. But for us here, that still does mean, though, we have the chance for some damaging wind gusts and, more importantly, an isolated tornado not completely out of the question for us here. We saw those showers around earlier this morning that has kind of locked the instability or the energy in the atmosphere, kept it on the lower side. But now we're starting to see some breaks in the overcast here, and that's going to allow us to add some more fuel to the fire with this storm system that's going to be crossing from the west. That is going to give us that narrow window from about 8 p.m. to about midnight of the chance of those strong to severe storms across the area here. Once that sunshine breaks out, we'll see those temperatures jump to the upper 70s to near that 80-degree mark. Again, most of the storminess will hold off until after sunset for us here, with those southerly winds helping to bring the higher humidity levels in. Once we get past midnight, the showers and storms will slide off of the coast. Drier, cooler air starts to move in, and right before sunrise tomorrow morning, we'll see those winds go northerly. That's going to set us up for a nice day tomorrow, and you'll start to see some of that nicer air moving in late tonight through the early morning hours tomorrow, taking those temperatures back down into the 50s. This is the storm system we're watching. Again, a lot of severe warnings with this system here, tornadoes and severe thunderstorm warnings during the morning hours for us here. And now it's starting to shift off towards the east. There's that band of showers we saw out ahead of it for this morning. And again, that drier air starting to show up for us here as it's making its way across. So the front continues to slide eastbound with this little wave of low pressure tracking along it. Here we are once we get past, say, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. It's a fast moving system, quickly zipping by. High pressure quickly slides right in behind it, and as a result, that's going to allow us to see drier, cooler air coming in from the north briefly for the afternoon hours tomorrow into the first part of Wednesday. Then that high retreats off of the coast. The warm front lifts northbound for us here, and this is going to put us back in the warm and, more importantly, hot and humid air. Some of the hottest air we've seen so far this season, as an upper level ridge comes up from Florida, and that's going to pump that heat and humidity in here for us. Notice, though, as that high departs, it does pull some of that moisture back from the ocean and offshore back towards us here. So it's not going to be a completely bright sunny day. You'll see these high level thin cirrus clouds work their way in, and then eventually late in the weekend, this front will start to slide towards us here to start the early part of next week. Again, not expecting a whole lot of rainfall. Maybe a tenth to a quarter of an inch. That's really going to be about it with the fast nature of this system. But as I said, the chances there between 8 p.m. and about midnight of some of those strong to possibly severe storms working their way from west to east across the area. Again, more so west of Highway 17. We'll clear out as we go through the morning hours tomorrow, only near 70, so that's near average for this time of year. A little bit warmer on Wednesday, and then take a look Thursday, especially Friday into Saturday. Getting hot and humid for us here. We may be flirting with record high temperatures as we head on in through the day on Friday, just depending on how much sunshine we see. And a week from today could have another front. That's the one out to the west finally come through with maybe a little bit more measurable rain. And don't get used to that heat, because we may actually see by the middle of April colder temperatures coming back in much below normal.